Hey guys, Stealth here. Welcome to episode 5 of the Climb Mount Narodnaya campaign. I'm diving right into this battle, and this could actually be a rather challenging fight. I'm looking at defending the sector of Gobo, and while I have all of the reinforcement zones under my control, the enemy consists of a very dangerous helicopter group. They have 12 AH-1S helicopters, and to counter that, I have two Iglas and two Screjets. That's it. I do have some cargo trucks, so if these Iglas do manage to fire, I can resupply them. But of course, these things are not just gonna sit still and wait for the missiles to come in. So this is gonna be a pretty difficult or tricky fight. And what I'm going to do is create ambushes. I'm gonna pretty much ready my forces on one flank. So I'm going to put a sort of holding force in Delta. This is where I want to make my stand. At the same time, I'm expecting the command helicopter, that Hanbu Han infantry, to go either to Echo, which means they'll fly by Delta, or go to Osaka. And that's where I'm going to have some recon units standing by in order to deal with those guys as well. Because if I can kill this command helo, I can win this fight. I don't really see any other ways because my AA situation is terrible. The robots do have some AA capacity, but they only have 0.5 HE power versus not armored helicopters. These things don't carry any armor. But those Vulcans, the rocket pods and the Itos can deal a lot of damage, especially if you got 12 of these helos. So it's crucial that I kill this command helo or the command infantry inside the helo right away. It won't be easy though. Alright, the thing is, I don't have a lot of terrain that I can use to cover my forces. I do have some buildings here in Dimitri. Of course, holding up in center would be ideal, but it's just not a good zone for me to defend. Let's see, I do not want to have too many command vehicles here because they're only getting destroyed or risk getting destroyed. Let's go with one there. Elite command infantry. Okay. One there. I'm gonna go with two of the Spetsnaz VMF. And they're going to be pretty much my eyes and ears right there. And with this, I hope that with their Vitorina sniper, or actually maybe a Plamia, considering what would be useful here. A Plamia would make short work of a helicopter. And I do have quite a few of those. Okay, let's go with one of those. Hold it there. And one Spetsnaz. The rest is gonna have to be invested in AA troops. And pretty much VDV as a sort of security detachment. Now I'm very much conflicted about where to put these guys. Because if I put them in this building and 12 of those AH-1Ss show up, they're gonna do a rocket pod run on my AA units, and the AA units are gonna die very quickly. Not what I'm looking forward to. So I'm gonna have to spread them out a bit, and the same goes for the resupply trucks. If I spread those out, or if I bunch them up too much, there's a very good chance of my units getting blown up in one salvo. Because those things will pretty much chain react. There. Let's go with a few there. I think that for now, this is all I'm going to deploy. Because the rest is just going to get blown up. They really don't have that much of a chance against these guys. I hope this is going to pan out. Let's get this thing offloaded and get the truck back slightly. AA infantry. Screjets themselves are also pretty good AA platforms. Although I doubt they're gonna live very long when dealing with stuff like AH-1S attack helicopters. But you never know. And I'm perfectly happy in camping out this map or this battle. The AI is at the disadvantage here. Oh! That's probably the command helo. Come on, tell me you get that. Preferably before his bigger brothers show up. Come on, guys. This is the one chance we get of destroying this command helicopter. Oh, it's just inside of my range. Come on. Scratch head opening up. 15 points. Command helo is probably going to crash. Which means that the command infantry inside is going to have a pretty bad day. This thing's taking its time to crash. Come on. Boom. Got him. Okay. No losses there. Or at least none for me. But the helicopter battalion's been destroyed. Excellent. Time for a naval battle. I'm dealing with 10 all-hazard parries, a couple of Pohangs, a couple of anti-ship missile helicopters, and some Chamseries. Versus my 4 Sovramenis, 12 Danushkas, a couple of Munas. I even got some air power, but I don't really need that. I got a pretty decent start in Naval Sector Juliet, which gives me 4 points, but of course I want to push out into some of these other sectors and get more income. I have 1350 starting points, so I'm going to deploy 2 Sovramenis, and whatever's left is going to be spent on the Danushkas. And with that firepower, I'm intending to nuke these all-hazard parries. Okay, 1 Sovremeni is going to stay behind. It's a bit unfortunate these Sovramenis are the only command ship I have, because these things are really expensive. Let's see. They're probably going to spawn right in Elena. I'm going to try and train up some more Danushkas here. Yeah, that's all I got points for. Muskets off. Oh dear. They're a hero, right? I'm seeing a Pohang there. More Pohangs. Okay. If you guys want to play, you can do so on my terms. Not the other way around. I'm gonna let these guys come to me, so that in the meanwhile I can save up for another Sovremeni class. I suppose you could say destroyer, maybe a cruiser even. Oliver Perry is going to start firing missiles, but at least these things fire one at a time. Let's get this Sovremeni closer to the rest, since we're well inside the cap circle anyway. Ooh, that got a bit close. Let's make sure he doesn't fire his muskets. Ooh, they're coming in now in numbers. This one took quite a hit. Ship might get hit again. All sorts of Chamseries coming in, Pohangs. What I'm really looking for is the Oliver's parries. Ooh, shit. This thing has to survive, please. Jesus, this is getting close. Come on, buddy. Make it out here alive. A couple more points. Got it. This thing is going to take a lot of gunfire, too. Once Chamseries down. These things have medium seaways, but combined, they're very likely to actually survive. Let's see, we're gonna... Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa. You don't fire your anti-ship missiles yet. This thing's taking on some water. Whoa, more anti-ship missiles coming in. No damage yet. Radar operator killed. The problem is these things carry 16 missiles per ship. So I'm dealing at a total of 4 ships. That's 64 anti-ship missiles that are coming in. That's a lot of work. Let's get this thing to fire off a salvo. They might go through. Yeah, or not. Nanushka's taken a lot of damage. Start reinforcing these positions. Let's go with the trained variants this time around. Need to angle the ship a bit. He's only using one of his guns. Damn, lost on Nanushka. Still firing anti-ship missiles, but they seem to be coming in a bit slower than they used to. Come on, angle the ship. No missiles, please. More Nanushkas. Yep, Oliver's Spurs are coming in for a gunfight. That's actually where I want them to be. Because the closer they get, the more easy it'll be for me to start nuking them with anti-ship missiles. Shit, this thing is going to go out of ammo. All of these ships are going to go up in one big fireball. 1, 2. Yeah, we got too many parries together here. Hold. Hold. Shit, they're already firing. Captain killed. That's not good. That's another one down. Okay, weapons off and weapons on. Good thing that these fire in tandem. This might overwhelm their anti-ship missile defenses, leading to, yep, that's one Alpha has a per kill. Need to get a Muna in. That's another one. Oh shit, not that shit again. Damn it, they destroyed a friendly Nanushka because they ran out of the target that they were firing at, pretty much. Okay, time to bring in the heavy armament. Come on, angle. Get those missiles onto the target. Need to get a second Muna in. This thing is gonna drain like crazy. Yeah, this is the most important target right now. Not firing with the Malekiths at this stage. You still got some muskets that you can use. Oh, come on. These things have some missiles remaining. Let's make good on that. That'll do. Hopefully. Yep, he's out. Next, Muna. This thing is too weak. I'm not going to kill it with my missiles. It would be a big waste. Look at that. Already went through 10,000 points of supplies on this Muna. Shots going in. How can you be this inaccurate? This is a ship from 1980. It's just firing all over the damn place. Seriously. Now what, screw it. I'm gonna just fire those missiles. That'll do. Bye-bye. 3 more parries there. I think there was 1 on that flank. Let's see, I got a range of 4.5 clicks, and I have an AA range of 3.5 clicks. I can probably work with that. This Muna is empty. Of course, they're also repairing. Let's not go with repairs, but mostly armament. That's the thing I need most at this stage. So you go with 4... I don't think I ever used these helicopters. K-27 PLPs. Oh, missiles coming in. I would really like it if that ship did not get hit. Here we go again. Gonna get the Nanushkas a bit closer. With the weapons on preferably, just not the anti-ship missiles. Oh, great. He has friends. Okay. Get into position. Bringing the Nanushka out. Look at that salvo of anti-ship missiles coming in. Good thing about parries though is that they have to engage in larger groups in order to be effective. In small-ish groups like this, they're not really going to do that well. Because they simply don't have the numbers. They cannot put enough missiles in the air. This should be in range. That looks promising. Very nice. Very nice, you don't disappoint. Land there. Let's get the Muna over there. And, yep, another Muna's empty. Crap, this thing is out of main weaponry. So they got 3 parries there, 1 there and 1 there, probably. That's my estimate of it anyway. I gotta say, these things don't disappoint. They did rather well. Yeah, just put it down there on the hillside. Muna will come in to resupply you, no worries. There you go. Weapons off, please. Ooh, Nanushka got hit. Same as Sovremeni. This ship has to get out of here right now. I need to start sending up a sort of escort wall for these ships. I don't have enough deployment points. So. Okay, we're good to go. Up you go. 1 parry is going to come in. It's going to be the last mistake he'll ever make. Let's angle towards the ship. Oh shit, you're already firing. Range. 5 kilometers. That's in range. Need you to turn around. Damn it. I should get their attention. One parry down. Oh, we need to manually activate all of these weapon systems again in order not to have them fire all of those Malachite missiles, but do fire their defensive weaponry. Can you hit that ship? There you can. Let's see if that's going to go through. Quite a bit of missile defense is getting in the way. May have hit him once. Surprise. Radar operator killed. Shit. Target down. Next missile target. This thing is worth 165 points. You're screwed. There. So, okay. I got 2 very badly damaged Sovremenis down there. Miss Muna, look at that. I went through 45,000 points of resupplies. What the hell? Why not? Yeah, why not? I think it's my time to start pushing back. And I might as well go right through the middle here. Resupplied. Come on. Yep, done. Up you go. Weapons off. Muna. I'm gonna find that last parry and destroy it. Got 5 minutes to do it. Let's bring in some more helos. Oh shit, this thing's out of ammo. Oh well. Helos are safest option anyway at this moment. I'll see you. And there's more. Chamseries. That means that these things are not likely to go through. I'm gonna need all of these helicopters on target. Unless I can blow up the LCU. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, that works. I think I killed a Chamsery there. Fleet destroyed. Losses on my side 1 Nanushka versus the entirety of their fleet. Perfect result. Oh, the American fleet's responding. Bring it. They appear at last, and they're gonna land on any available airport. Well, good thing that they don't have that many airports left. I already have 3 under my control. They only got Nagasaki and Kanoya. And I'm eager to see them actually push in here. Oh, by the way, I got a resupply zone or naval repair zone. I don't think I need to do that with the Minsk right now, because they don't really need resupplies. What I can do is see whatever I can spawn in on the Minsk, and with that try to push into Nagasaki. What kind of map is that? Okay. That might work. Their defenses consist of helicopters, more helicopters, infantry regiment, tank battalion, anti-aircraft company. Okay. The Minsk. The Minsk, here. Naval tank battalion. Against all of those helicopters, that's gonna be real messy. And 1 command vehicle, that's not something I'm interested in. What else can I use? The Minsk. Here it is. I think I already deployed the command group from the Minsk. See, they mostly have helos. Those Nanion Shikisis and Gs can be quite annoying, but probably manageable. If I land my VDV group, I'm gonna come in here. I need to get the tanks close. And maybe... Oh damn it, I'm not gonna land there. I won't have any naval units unless I spawn those in. If I land with my VDV, I'm gonna land in Bravo. I can pretty quickly neutralize those helicopters if I go with the Igla force. That's that one. 8 Iglas, a bunch of Strelas. The VDVs are gonna have to take care of these tanks. There's 32 of them though. So I think that my best bet at this stage is to try and bring in multiple battle groups. I have 28 points that I can bring in. What else can the Minsk bring in? Anti-aircraft company. Or the anti-tank battalion. I think that combined, these things actually stand a good chance to capture that airport. So that one and this one. It's going to be a bit of a double tap here. Let's hope that works. And I will be sending those naval fighters to help out as well. There you go, landed. I want you guys to disembark. There. Send the fighters over. Now, what does Nagasaki look like? Now I have Delta. That's because of my para group. And Naval Sector Lima. I was hoping I would get something a bit different, but okay. Delta is not bad. It's not bad because I have quite a bit of cover that I can use to either nuke those helicopters or to kill off the tanks. And the one thing that's unfortunate here is that I don't have any resupply units. Nothing. Nor do I have enough points to get that ready. The problem is I'm already engaged. I'm already pretty much dedicated to this attack right now, so I'm going to have to use every trick I know in order to win this battle against 18 helicopters. I got 8 Strelas, 8 Iglas, 18 Victorias, and I'm going to probably need a lot of those to take care of the tanks as they're going to come up. Especially those Nanion Shikijis. I do have 2 Nanushkas. These could cause interference. They could run trouble here in Naval Sector Lima. And try and absorb some of that attack from the H-1S units. Yak 141s are going to play a big role in this one as well. I got 2 command vehicles. One's going to have to go in there and the other one to go there. Ooh, this is going to be a tricky battle. Well, let's do it. I'm again pretty much on the verge of being too aggressive or too passive. There seems to be not a lot of way room between those two. Let's see, Nanushkas are coasters, right? Yeah, they are. That's good. Now, let me introduce you to my town right here. I'm gonna make this place a hell for tanks to operate. Iglas. I'm gonna have to defend this town against air threats. Let's see, they carry 6 missiles apiece. That means currently I have 24 missiles in place. I don't think that's enough. A few more. I'm gonna go with, let's see, do these things have any short range? Yeah, they got short range Vimpel missiles. Those can be used to neutralize the aircraft, or the helicopters. The problem that I'm facing is that there's an anti-air group, although I didn't really look to see what kind of anti-air group. Oh, look at that, I got tanks of my own. That is useful, I completely overlooked that. Recce, vehicles, storms. Oh yes. Oh, this is my anti-tank solution. Completely overlooked these things. They're gonna park right there. Recce. Let's go with the KPV. KPV is also gonna sit there. They're gonna come either down this road, which my VDV can intercept. You're gonna come down that road, and then possibly down there, which my VDV can intercept. If they're gonna come up this road, and then my storms can intercept. Let's see, this thing has good optics, very good, good, okay. Fine, it's gonna be a very good optic, or a good optics unit then. And I would love to capture Kumamoto at some stage. So I'm gonna have to deploy 1 command vehicle. I'm gonna hide that in the forest there because I don't really need the income from this sector at this stage. Maybe later. Let's go with a couple of tanks in order to deal with the transports that may show up later. There. Get into the forest. I'm hoping that I'm not going to be facing 18 helicopters against the Nanushkas because they don't really stand a good chance against that. Let's see, I need to get this KPV in some sort of camouflaged position. Does this count as cover or not really? Just sit there for now. They captured Karatsu. Yeah, they got all the zones that they started out with. Makes sense. These BTRs might come in useful later, but for now I'm gonna park them elsewhere. Scratch heads will come in useful. BTRs, BTRs, more BTRs. Go. Here come the helos, or at least a few of them. OH6Ds. I can still bring in some stuff. I can bring in some schmells. I might be able to use those as floating artillery batteries. But they will need a spotter. How about being aggressive with this recon unit? Let's order in 2 schmells. Come on AI, do something. Don't just sit there. What's worse than being attacked is not being attacked. Because then you don't know when or where the attack's gonna come. Completely overlooked what kind of command vehicles they have. But for now it seems rather quiet here. What is the AI doing? If anything. If possible, I'd love to capture this zone as quickly as I can. But I'm worried I'm going to be facing one large offensive when I least expect it. Let's see, that's the command unit. They have an autonomy of 500. Let's start moving right there. This terrain dip is going to make my recon less effective. Unless I park right... Oh, there it is. There it is. Shit, nanosanshikis. Okay, rocket pulse storm then. That might work. Hold. Normal. Okay, I'm gonna push some VDVs into that zone. Let's see if that's gonna... Oh. Yeah, this thing's screwed. You are awfully alone. Let's see if this is gonna hit something. Let's pick up some iglas. Whoa. Whoa. We got threats all over the place. They're pushing. Scratch heads opening up. Iglas opening up. Get in the building. Got another one. Igla got hit. Oh, Jesus. Here they come. Here they come. Get in the building. Get out of the vehicle. Move. Go. What the fuck? That's a lot of firepower right there. Yeah, we're gonna put these schmells right inside that river and try and deal with those units. Anion Shikisi's. Storms. You're up. God, this is not gonna go down well. Let's try and sneak that command vehicle. Oh, I think I got the command vehicle in Karatsu. I'm gonna try and sneak my command vehicle around. Oof, look at the numbers of those things. This is gonna get ridiculous. As well as very painful. Oh, this is not gonna work. Attack move. Grenade launcher tanks. Yeah! Why not? This force is pretty much done already. Oh, there's the AA. Carry Hawks. Come on. Scratch jets are dying. VDVs are dying. We are killing off some of these things. Trying to get these schmells to fire, but it seems that they're still aiming. Run! Run, 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 run. Get the fuck out of here. No! My command vehicle. Go! Go, go, go. Airstrike. Maybe. Oh, this is gonna have to be really, really tight. Look at all that. Screw it, I'm gonna just gun run it. Look at that. I think they don't like me. This thing is never gonna do a lot of damage. Okay, we're gonna push in and try and destroy those command or the artillery units. Okay, got the command zone. Now it's time to bring in some more tanks and start wiping out whatever's in there. Look at all that. There's a lot of those. This is probably tanks. Yeah. Tanks are something that Schmells don't really know how to deal with. Time to pull in some supports. Strelas. Jesus Christ. Yeah, they're done. Lose these Schmells. Of course, they're not really designed for this kind of operation anyway. Now what I need is a sort of staggering setup where I can deal with their aircraft as well as deal with those tanks, which they have quite a few of. Here we go. Here we go. Attack helicopters are coming in. Shit, they're already firing. Returning fire. No, come on, hit these things. Couple of hits, killed. Great job. Do it again. Do it again. That's another 90-pointer. ATGMs are flying in. Returning fire. Hit. Killed. Hit. They're not gonna live though. Come on, your last missile. Nope, didn't get it. Oh shit. Shit! They got it. Frickin' artillery strikes. No worries, or no pressure, but you're gonna have to kill these things right now if you want to live. Another one down. And they're out of ammo. This battle is not gonna go my way. Let's improvise. Pull back. I'm surprising that this force hasn't been detected yet. Let's see, these tanks have an autonomy of 480. I doubt they're gonna make it to the front line. Okay, I'm gonna push this very fast and just try to hold on. That's all I can do at this stage. Try to hold on. Let's hope I can kill that tank. Yep, got it. Of course you're gonna kill my Strela. My aim here is to try and hold that last naval zone, and then next turn I'm gonna bring in some more VDVs. Try and reinforce this group as fast as possible. Because I did bloody their noses a bit. They lost quite a few of those attack helicopters. And I may have gotten some tanks, but I'm not sure how many. Let's see. These things have an autonomy of 500. Let's just push them north. Maybe they're gonna find something. You really need to lay off on the artillery barrages. This is getting quite annoying. Hello, ninja. That's not how you use a ninja. Look at that, these things were sitting duck. They got nowhere to go. But forward. Here's a thought. If those Japanese tanks came all the way from Kumamoto, drove around through Boris, came back into Dmitry, there is actually a decent chance that they're going to run out of ammo. Sorry, run out of fuel. Screw it. Push it. Oh, no. And you may be out of ammo. Yeah, I think he's out of ammo. Keep pushing for the artillery then. That's annoying. That's a tank. Probably a command tank too. Okay. Never mind. Never mind. Fine, we're gonna have to wait it out. Hold. There's a tank there. Okay, my problem here is that I didn't come in with enough assets nor a reinforcement route. If I'd have had Karatsu with infantry and a fob, I would have easily killed off the Japanese battle groups. One by one. So next turn around, I need to make sure that I have enough reinforcements. I need to have a land reinforcement route. And I need to have sufficient anti-air capacity, because currently I don't have that. I do of course have 2 Iglas left, that's the only surviving AA. God, that was terrible. Western Aviation Regiment destroyed. At least that's something. That's all of those helos down, I think. No, that's the 3rd Helicopter Battalion. Wonderful. I got 1 CV killed, 2 AA units, 6 tanks, 9 recon units, all of those ninjas, and 6 helicopters. My losses are going to be staggering. Iglas all over the place, Skrajats, 12 out of my 22 VDVs, 6 Strelas, 4 tanks, 2 of my important recon units, 1 Sturm, and 1 Yak, and 4 Schmells. Jesus, this was terrible. Okay, lesson learned. Don't be too aggressive or you're going to regret it. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Hope you enjoyed. Next time I'll be doing the other 2 battles, so make sure you'll be there for those battles. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you next video.